going and start our first run. So I've already pre-set up everything for tonight's run, or for tonight's first run. I've actually the same equipment from our last runs, including the Santa socks, but we switched over the weapon. We're going with the powerful serpent sword of Alcurity, because I really want to go a summon run this time, and hoping for the best that the summon runs are just will be better for us. And we have to study these summoners. And quite honestly, anytime we do a summon, pick up our summon stuff, and we had our summoner sword, we were doing better with the knight. So that is kind of my feeling on this. Ooh. We have the money. Is it better to just take these than our immortal, unique immortals sock? See, I don't really want to take any. The socks just give us so much speed, and I don't want to just all of a sudden lose speed if I switch over to something different. Ah, ghosties. All right, so let's go. I haven't been practicing this game because this is the game I play with you guys, but I have been playing a beta test of another type of game similar to this. It's actually really cool. Can't talk about it right now because I'm not allowed to talk about it. I need to send my write-up soon about that game.
Turn up the heat.
But I've been able to practice a little bit of the bullet hell type gameplay. Let's see what Summer has for us. I don't like any of this. Let's use our one reroll. Nah, breath of fire. Ideally we probably should have like rerolled Summer period and went with something else, but I do like the breath for when we're getting really like closed in on. Ideally we get Mort. I'm hoping we get as one of our gods. We might have to.
Death is just
there we go, Mort.
the beginning.
Howdy, Mort. Mort is exactly what I want. We're gonna go with ravens because I love the birds. Oh, hello, friend. Take a little fireball to the face there. So, like I was saying, I've been doing some roguelike things. Oh shoot! I really wish I could tell you guys about this game I've been playing. I'm pretty positive like once the beta testing is done, I'll be able to stream it. Hopefully before it goes live because I really like it. We'll see. I'll have to talk to the developer if I'm allowed to stream it eventually. But we won't talk about it anymore. Soul Stealers. These are good because it's gonna put curse onto things for us. Pretty reliably, and eventually, if we could get curse, the ravens also put curse on stuff. If we could get curse, we're gonna eventually want to get one of Mort's abilities, which lets us summon skeletons. Here we go. You know what? Lifelink bailed us out of many problems, so we're gonna go with that. We also have the perk that makes it so our damage goes up every 3 levels. So we're also keeping that in mind.
Death really overstepped his bounds.
Do I?
Taking mortals before their time comes. Lady Justice will not be happy.
Do I want winter? Yeah, you know, Frost Ring is nice. Frost Ring is a nice little crowd control for when we're getting piled up on. And honestly, Frost Trail or Chilly Trail, the one that leaves ice behind us as we move about. I'm cool with that too. It's actually pretty handy, especially that we have Summer as one of our gods. We could get Summer's fire trail, and we could get a good flaming frosty foot traffic going, where people just slow down and get consumed by our flames and ice. I feel rejuvenated. I've been really enjoying this game, and also I've just been really enjoying like doubling down, tripling down into one game. Oh gosh, it's so nice. Oh, there we go. Necromancy, that is what we want. Get out of the way of those guys. Necromancy is going to make it so we get ghoulies after we kill so many. Oh, here comes the slimes. If the ghoulie, if the victim of our curse dies with curse or by curse, the ghoulie that is summoned is much stronger. All right, so this is why I like the breath and Frost Ring, is when dealing with large groupings like slimes, and when later on when we have to deal with the frost slime. It's just so much easier to deal with them when we have crowd
Summer
control.
always has to interfere. It's like she's addicted to the attention.
Oh, winter and summer. We're going Frost Ring. I'm not sure who else I want to be getting. I mean, Lady Justice would be perfect, because that could handle a lot of our health problems that we'll eventually get to. We'll be able to heal more often. And Lady Justice is also heavier on the protection stuff. Oh gosh, look at all those ghoulies. We got the ghoulies. Okay, there it is. Path of Frost. This is going to cause anything that is stuck into our little path there to slow down or even chill out, like that's fully. And the nice thing about it is with Summer, we could eventually combine that or synergize it with Flame Foot, which is going to leave a fiery path. So we'll have things getting slowed down and stuck in our fiery pools, as well as letting our skellies and ghoulies and stuff and ravens and all our summons to actually deal some wonderful damage. Your spell damage is increased. I'm gonna grab this, but I want to see this. So spell damage, defensive, offensive. Is spell damage also going towards our summoning? Our summons damage, or is the summoning spell? The skeleton damage, enemies. I mean, it's a spell summon. All these are spell summons. We're gonna go with it's going to help those. I also have other things that will benefit from the summer's spell damage increase. So it's not like gonna be useless for us. Plus, summoning or spell attacks feel... Ooh, okay, well is... We want to leave the wells alone. I'm starting to realize wells are all regenerative. Or rejuvenative. Spells also get us past the barriers that a lot of these future enemies are going to have stacked with almonds. I am in kind of a good mood right now. Oh shit! Good mood gone. Right, we're fine. We're fine. We're doing the best we can. Breath of fire. Ooh, gosh. Let's take this because we want that spell. Are they're both dead? I didn't realize we killed them so quickly. Frost zones spawn at random that damage chill enemies. Your attacks become stronger and apply chill. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if we have anything that will benefit us. A lot of things for other people. Nothing for our boy soldier here. I mean, I really want Breath of Fire to be increasing, but having high level spell damage just is better, and it is something we want to increase. We're a knight. We're kind of relying on both spells and our brute force, but I do find that spells are just more functional for the knight, especially the summoning stuff. Summoning works really well. Really, really tasty with that knight. Give me that chest. We could probably sell that because I doubt it's anything valuable. No, how dare you? How dare you? Just rerolls. Oh no! Pay attention to the screen. Gotta pay attention if we want to survive this. We do have a type of healing, and that's the vampire stuff when we dash. I really wish we had Lady Justice. That would have been a good pick. I think we could re-roll the god next.
What will you choose?
Oh geez, they are good. Your attacks have a chance to deal 300% damage. Your invasion increases. Pickups drop more often. Let's alteration. Ooh, this is bad. Mayhem early is good. So Mayhem makes it so if we kill anything first, it's going to increase our damage potential. Or if Curse kills anything. Oh. The Fates have good options. It's just none of those were speaking to me. Not for what we're trying to do. Hasten boots. Can't even equip them. Okay, this might end up being a really bad run, but I feel like we're still gonna go the summoning route if we die here. We're gonna try our best to survive. Our chilly feet are going to be the thing that helps us. Banshee butt. She is going to get me. Oh, yeah, I mean, get that spell damage up as much as we can, because it's what's doing the maximum stuff here. Well, I mean, we saved ourselves health-wise here. Oh, I hate grabbing utility stuff when there's good attack stuff. I like me a good utility spell, as you guys know, but there was some really good attacking stuff. We just had to get the utility. The lifesteal is going to be important because we don't have Lady Justice. When I kill a frozen or chilled immune enemy, there's a higher chance that it drops items. I don't care for that right now. You gain attack damage for each immobilized enemies. I want to see what else is here. Juice. It's all juice. Alright, let's go. So we're juicing up our character pretty good with the spell damage. We need to start juicing them up for our survivability. We're like mostly wizard right now. A wizard with a raging smack. Smacking. Okay, we can't reroll much. Yeah, breath first. We got a good amount of summons on board. We have good damage output. Gotta kill those things before we bring things back from the dead. I need things to die. I need my skellies. Ooh, okay. We're doing good for our first run. Oh no! Okay, this is where some of our plans will pay off. We'll see if they're gonna do the job. We're in kind of a rough place terrain-wise. A lot of things to bump into. Sometimes you're just gonna get hit. Need to get rid of these before the Baron shows up. Or the Necromancer. Fallen hero! Hear my cries! Where are my skeletons? Oh, they're just in the mess of people. Or slimies. Leather armor's not gonna do anything for me. I don't need it. Ah! Sickles of Mort, spell and autocast. Yeah, I mean, they're not summons. I was hoping Sickles of Mort would be a summon. But an autocast spell is pretty okay. Did I think those Banshees were a part of my crew? Yes, I did. Oh no, here comes the Banshees. Alright, so we're gonna get overwhelmed by Banshees in a minute here. Which is fun.
Do you really need Winter's aid? Am I not enough for you?
I need hot and ice. Icy hot. Breath of fire! Okay, the only thing I would like is improved vampire touch, because we need to get our health up here. Yeah, life. That's it. And there's the maximum. Hi, buddy. How do you want to be skewered by fire? I'm liking the speed at which we're dealing with stuff. It's not bad. I do feel like we still have some weaknesses in our defense and our survival. And that's where Lady Justice would have been a nice balance for us. Kind of helps with the fact that we are going summoner. Damn it. I wasn't paying attention to my health. That's
Beaten by a little girl.
that was the problem. For some reason I thought we had more health. But alas, we did not. I don't feel like we have anything that I want to keep. So let's drop all this off. Get going. You know what? That was like a test run. It was not the real deal. Not the real deal. This is more it. This is it. I'm trying to think what we did wrong. And I think it was just we didn't have a ton in the way of defense. Going summoning and spell heavy, we need something to protect our bones, really. All right, I'm looking for Lady Justice. I'm looking for Mort. The others.
Playing with fire, huh?
Summer, you whatever. Reroll. You know what? Trail of Fire. If we get. Wait, did I get Trail of Fire? Yeah. If we get Winter, then we could make Trail of Fire work. I have so much equipment, I just need to save. I mean, sell. Much like any role-playing game or anything that like forces it, like gives you a bunch of stuff. I am so bad at like just keeping things. I'm gonna grab these because I think we're gonna have to shuffle some gods. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Shuffle. Okay, you know, Path of Frost with the summer, the flaming foot is a good thing. We could get something going with that. You know what? Peace of mind we don't need. I should have waited. Come on, I need more. I need more, and I need my friend Lady Justice. I need all the ladies. The ladies are what's gonna get us through this. Chest, we'll grab it. That's just gonna be more stuff we sell, or we have to drop eventually. We're also kind of hunting for pickups. Any of these special little locations. Oh, more luck. Big boy. This is what I like about the frosty foot. The fiery foot is what we should probably call it. I'm not interested. You know, this is an all lady. This is more what I want. Okay, weakened. What does weakened do? Affected deals 30% less damage, total damage. Whenever an enemy starts attacking you, there's a chance that your attacker becomes smited. Whenever an enemy damages you, you heal back the percentage of damage you were dealt and deal the enemy's damage back to it multiplied before reduction. Let's grab this just so Lady Justice is in our wheelhouse.
As cold as she is, winter knows the bounds of her domain.
That's nice to know. She knows where she belongs. Let's get protection, get our armor up, weaken the enemy's strikes. I'm a little concerned not having Mort right this second because we are a build designed for, well, not designed, but in hopes of having summoning as our main focus. Did I get greedy wanting the fiery frosty dash? Yes. Is it going to help down the line? Yeah, you know. The fiery run with the frosty bricks. It works. It works. It's really good. It's a good synergy. More heals. More heals. The problem is I need Mort. Mortimus. She's got all the goods when it comes to summoning. We're finding a lot of things. Spell damage increase. Bonfires. What we got up here? More stuff. Oh, another bonfire. Our health pool is getting better. And it's not like the key thing I need, but okay, what's our okay, minus luck. Alright, that's fine. I don't care about that. Do I have the most ideal thing for slime? Yes and no. We could kind of get this to work. Fate, your life is increased. Your attack hits in a wider area. I like that. We'll grab might. Or no! Can we find more? One more time. Damn it. Okay. We might not be getting Mort this run. So we're just gonna have to work with what we got. Which, I mean, is serviceable. And Lady Justice will eventually give us a nice bonus when it comes to, or nice little tools when it comes to like healing ourselves. Oh, Mort would have been good. I have most of what I want. I just need more summoning things. If I can't summon things, I'm not doing what I need to. More luck. Kind of makes that curse not useful anymore. With all the luck I have. Ooh, more fire. This is where the frosty feet come in handy. Because they're gonna, I can get them to follow me, and they're gonna slow down and get stuck in the fire, which makes it so they're just getting so much damage. It's really nice. Let's get our abilities to evade. We have a fiery hole of ice. Something. Oh, Mort. You failed me, Mort. She failed me. I was really hoping we'd be able to find her. This is what,
I see upon you the blessings of summer. When you face death, do not let fervor force your hand into revenge. Being impartial is a virtue.
this is actually the thing that always was made Hades so difficult, is sometimes your runs you were really hoping for certain gods to show up for blessing, and in Hades, like, you really needed certain ones to combine with your weapons, and like you can pull it out in the end, but sometimes you're really hoping for that picks, you know. Attack area. I think we're going spell area. I have hopes. I don't have hopes. We had such a good build last time. We were just losing out on the lady. And that's what I mean, like, the last run we were set up. Ah! I dashed the wrong way. We were set up, but longer dash, please. But not getting our tool set for surviving kind of put us in a...
Oh, bearing the gifts of my sister?
Sure.
Okay, fine. I guess you need to cool off from time to time. Can't be searing hot like me all the time.
Oh, summer. I guess we take Vengeful Strike here. Ah. Vengeful Strike will help with some damage output. It seems like we're going to be reliant on...
May my powers aid you in your plight.
Okay, Justice. We're going to be relying... Ooh, Divine Shield. That's what I need. We're going to be relying on our actual attacks, I feel like. Woo! Attack critical chance increase. Oh no, it's not as good as the ring that we have now. All right, it's a slightly worse ring. What am I? I'm not opening a grave again. Okay, I think there was one down here. Another location of interest. Get killed! We're so just... We're so in a bad pickle. Like, I'm going to keep fighting. I'm not going to give up. But, again, the plan is to get more. So we could do some shenanigans. But then again, we'll get this thing. We get a lot out of our frosty dashes. You know, attacking in a wider range is actually decent. This will help with a few things. Not just hitting the things that we're swinging at, so we don't have to be as accurate, but also just it's gonna help with crowd control, but also ultimately really great for dealing with fireballs, especially against the Necromancer. We'll be able to knock back his fireball attacks in a slightly easier way. Let's make it toasty. More fire, please. Trail of Fire is pretty nice, especially when you have the frost. Trail of Fire by itself is okay, but the Frosty Feet and Trail of Fire is
For all
powerful.
their naive presentation, the fates are incredibly
I mean, are you talking shit about the fates? Next time we get an offering, we're gonna start banishing spells. Unlike some other games in this genre, like Vampire Survivor or whatever, banishing spells is a free action. Well, I mean, free as in if you have the dice, you could do it and still pick abilities. So don't be shy about doing it. A cow! Yes, bring all the goodies to me! You gain attack damage for each mobilized Path of Frost. Let's banish Thaw and Graph Path. Like, not like ideal, but this is the thing that I'm kind of in deep on. Yes. Surround me as I sword at you. I need to make sure. Oh, it wore off. My magnetic personality. Get these little boogers. Get them with our frosty, flamey footwork. Oop. Okay. That guy died. Oh, Mort would have been so good. Like, I feel like we would have been in perfect position. See, imagine our last run if we had Lady of Justice. No! Lady of Justice. That would have allowed us to keep our health up and allow our summons to really do all the work. And here is why I like this. The Path of Frost with the fire feats. Because we can cook them while they're slowing down. We're actually shielded right now. Oh, no, not. You know, attack speed is cute. I like it. We're just gonna make this work, and it's gonna be good. Okay, the Gremlin Root House. The small house looks very cozy. The little gremlin inside invites you, but you don't think you'll fit, and you're too busy at the moment. With a teacup of coffee, he'll Gain 50% attack speed and movement speed for 60 seconds. I kind of want something. Ooh, dash cooldown. Yes, please. If we could get dash to happen more often, then we could keep burning things. It's the burn-a-nation. You gotta burn-a-nate. That harpy wants to, or not harpy, that banshee wants to get healed. Oh my goodness. Kind sirs, please give me some patience. Give me some space. Rejuvenated. About. Not paying attention again. Baron von Baron, but should be showing up soon. We got the Harpy Queen, or Elite. The next thing that we're looking for, there it is. It's the Baron. Wider attack area. Again, this is going to help with our fireball problem. The fireball. Yeah, let's get the critical strike. I'm surprised the Baron hasn't teleported away. Kind of making his life a living heck right now. There goes our shield. Oh, there he is. Oh, he did run away for a minute. All right, Necromancer is going to go pretty quick here. Got a health pool there. Got her shield back on the line. You're stuck in here with me. Do we go looking for stuff? Baron von Frosty Pants over here. Oh shit! Okay, let's just grab this.
Lady Justice is harsh, but also merciful. Order is a difficult thing to maintain, especially in the realm of the gods.
Very true. Very true. I guess past the frost. Not ideal. Not ideal because it's not what I need.
Sin can never remain.
And it was weaker. Inner peace. I want to get things online. I'm willing to skip elite things sometimes, if it means getting certain spells started. Inner peace is one of those things. It's going to keep us alive a little bit quicker. Yeah, I think we've already have all the gods chosen for us, so I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm still new to this game, so bear with me if you know that this isn't gonna work. But we might be able to roll into more, maybe. Or I could be completely wrong here. Gosh. I need breathing room here, guys. I need breathing room. Okay, I'm gonna back away from the forge. Apparently they don't want me there. maybe we could do something nice. There. Let's keep ourselves alive. We got the Hunter Seeker arrows from those elites. Oh shit, is Dracula gonna show up too? Oh no, it's these. It's just an army of shields. And we got the elite gold shield there. Oh gosh. Maybe. Maybe again? Maybe again? Yeah, it's not working. Longer dashes. What I should have done is grab that ice ring. That was a good option. I don't think we'll be able to re-roll into more. So I'm gonna just stop trying. And focus on what we do have. And
Death did not attend his
which isn't
trial.
bad. We have a
Believes himself
decent
to be
setup.
above the laws that govern us all.
Sure. Yeah. We gotta get that shield to proc or refresh quicker. Alright, that helps. So we're gonna lead them on a little trail. This is why I like this setup. We're just gonna keep walking. Keep walking. Let them follow us as they burn. It's not the most glamorous, it's not the quickest, but it works. Just imagine if we had our summoning. If we had the summoning that we needed, we would be so good. That elite's about to get cooked. Let's help it out. Another elite there. It's elite skeleton. Spooky, scary skeleton. That's a lot of skellies. Movement speed is... You know what? Movement speed. I feel rejuvenated. Oh, jeez. Wheeze. Alright, I think a Dracula is about to show up again. Or show up. So we're gonna try to cook as many of these skeletons as we can. I hate to get locked up with them. What is this? Oh, gold. A Dracula. Oh, this is where we always die. We're gonna do our best, but... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, the whispering in my ears. Oh, no, so many skellies. Okay, at least the barriers are down. Oh, no, they're still there. No, Dracula. No, Dracula. Could you imagine a world where we had summoning as our key weapon? Oh shit. Oh god. You know what? Breath of Fire is actually sounding good, but Vengeful Strike is probably what we need. our big damage output is along with our frosty foot flamey frosty feet is our sword. So and the summoning sword that we have that allows us to have those 4 skeletons that follow us around is weaker on the damage output than the other swords we could have equipped. But there was a reason for that. And this is why I don't like restarting the game if I don't get these set up right away. This is making us a better player by just forcing ourselves into this situation. This is like the name of the game too. Like, learn how to adapt with what you're given. Makes you a better player. You start learning the tactics better and adapting to new situations. I need something to heal. Okay, so the Barons, or the Dracula's dungeon pin or whatever, the barrier that keeps us like stuck with him, doesn't seem to close up, so we could kind of skirt the edges a little bit, maybe? Oh, Dracky. Oh, Dracula. I have so many things I want to tell you. Uh-oh. Maybe I should not be walking into the big things that he shoots. We're not close to... I kind of want him to summon... There we go. Oh, we're so dead. We might be able to eke out some health with our tranquility or something. Oh my gosh. No. No. I need so much stuff right now. What I do need the most is I need to level up. Leveling up would save me right now. Leveling up will save my tail. You know, that seems a little unfair. Dracula, I thought you were a man of playing by the rules. No.
I heard something. You are bad.
We are
They
bad.
said it, not me.
We're so bad. A cat dies 9 times. Ooh. We've unlocked the cat sigil. Alright, let's go check it out. You gain 8 revivals. You gain 8 plus 8 revivals, but have negative 333 max life. I'm gonna keep it with what I have because I kind of like it. All right, guys. Some of you are gonna disappear to ads. My subscribers, you'll stick around. And we're just gonna do some setups and start the next run. So, followers who are seeing the ads, you won't miss anything. Don't worry about it. I promise. You'll unlevel up. You know what? I like this. Let's take that. Gone. Ooh, wait, belt. It's 50 armor. Belt of Bob. We're gonna leave the belt of Bob. More things. This is just a slightly worse version of the rings we have. Movement speed will drop. Dash range is up. Let's no. No, 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 no. All right, here we go. It's all good. It's all good. We're doing well. That was a really good run. So if we could get all that, if we could get all that with Mort, then we would have had it made.
Still stuck in that graveyard?
Not thrilled here. Let's reroll you to somebody else. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Let's grab Celestial Wings. Lady Justice is something that wait. Okay, mineral springs are okay. Because I believe this helps with leveling
May your
up.
quest be blessed by the righteous.
Okay, give me something like You know what? I want to try reprisal. I think it's when they attack at us. So they don't have to damage us. They just have to attack us. Okay. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work, man. I still need more, but this is fine.
Time and time again.
I don't really want this. Yay! That's what I need. Okay, so we have Mort, we have Lady Justice. That is two of the more important components of what I want. Now, if only... nope. If we could get maybe some chains or whatever. Right. The mineral springs do give us increase on experience. I had to remind myself why I'm picking those up right now and not waiting. And it's because we do get the chance on experience.
Death
No, I don't need you, time. This is not what I want either. Wait. Divine Shield. Okay, Divine Shield is what I want. So Divine Shield with components that let us kind of chill out and gain life is really great. Okay. Your attacks have a chance to cause chain lightning. I'm not a big fan of the lightning god, but it is a good crowd control, so I think this is fine. We got our summon and we got our protection. That is the key of what we needed. Our lightning guy will be, our lightning is going to be our way of crowd controlling though. So that'd be good. Chain lightning is my preferred of what he offers. Mineral spring, chocolate rain. More of that chain lightning, please. Ooh, haste would be good too. More pickups. You know what? Liking this so far. Ooh, smite. I'm liking smite. I wasn't sure if I was going to really like it, but it's really triggering off pretty often. Heals increased. Okay. This is fine. We're not being crowded out where this shield actually helped us, but the chances that we were going to get something like a spell damage increase were also on the table, so you know, there we go.
Oh, hi. You should go right.
Or should I go left? You gain more dice after God's offer. Your dashes become longer. You know what? Sprint's good. Pair that with our wings, and it's not too bad. Come on, Chain Lightning, do things. I want to see Mort. I want to see more Mort. We need more Mort. I need ravens. I need things to summon.
Let me sleep.
Leo, can you be another one? You know what? Oh shit! Oh, I wanted bigger. This is fine. What did I grab actually? Did it? What was it? What was it? What was it? No, it was fortune. You gain more dice to alter. Okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It wasn't what I wanted. My fingers kind of slipped there. We'll make it work. I'm kind of confused why we haven't seen any more. Are we just not leveling up enough? There's the necromancer. Actually, I think it's a summoner.
Interesting.
What? What's the deal with Mort helping you, man? Some family drama or something? You know what? I don't want to know. But seriously, what is it? Haste is good. More chain lightning. More chain lightning is decent. Okay. Okay, that's gonna increase our luck, which is fine. Where are we at? 6 minutes? I still haven't figured out the timing for everything. I'm pretty sure everything is on a timer. You feel empowered. More damage. Wait. Oh. Wait. Attack and spell damage. That is pretty sweet.
Curious.
Alright, spell stealers are going to add burst to things, which is good. Oh, wait, it's so that increased damage is gonna go away after a few. We'll use it while we can. Okay, I'm happy with what we got. What is this? Spell speeds. Yes. Yes. This seems like something that we want. Chain lightning's coming in. The chain lightning is working out for us. You know? Just like I was telling my friends, chain lightning is doing the thing. Learner's Ring of Magic. Actually, that's not bad. Let's grab it. We got a nice little combo.
Growing up here wasn't so bad. It was when I ventured outside that I discovered how colorful life can be, though. Can't look at it the same way now.
Oh, my coaster was stuck in my drink. Mayhem is nice. I think we're going to re-roll this. Increase our necromancy. And hope for the best here. We need more morts. More powerful morts. Divine Shield is what I want. That's not good. Not for compared. It still cracks me up that it appears the skeletons have snow, like Santa hats, and I enjoy it. I enjoy that a lot, and I wonder how long that's gonna stay. More pickups, please. Oh, did we... Ah, yes. Bring me the stones. Okay, necromancy to level 3. Let's do this nonsense. Grab the learner's ring. We'll just sell it. Oh no! Lady Justice, I need some goods. I need what Lady Justice has to sell. Alright. Perfect use of the well. Perfect use of the well. It was like it was built there. Just for us. Another thing I'm looking from looking for from Mort would be the lifesteal. Lifesteal with Lady Justice is also perfect for us. Chain lightning is how we're gonna do it. Chain lightning is our crowd control, and it is pretty sweet crowd control, to be honest. Like, really sweet crowd control. Good golly, Miss Molly. Divine Shield, yes. Divine Shield is a great place to put some of our effort. Mostly because what Divine Shield is going to give us in the end is just a really quick shield. Lowering the shield cooldown is really great, especially with other spells that we're able to regenerate our life, like Lifesteal, and Lady Justice is a little slow life grip.
What Mort offers is a fraction of Death's powers. Even so, it is enough to give you insight, and knowledge is a power of its own.
Knowledge is power. Indeed. You know what? Reprisal? Smite hasn't been popping off as much as I wanted it to. Getting it to go a little more would be great. I'm also I'm holding off on using my reroll until we run into more again. There's a few more things I want to get from the Daughter of Death. Good gosh. Chain Lightning's really coming in. I usually don't get Chain Lightning. Not that I don't like it, it's that it never gets offered to me. So, like, getting a really good level on it is really nice. It's super powerful. Come back here, Sumner.
You mortals have such a spark in you. It's something my father could never see.
Oh, that's true. We're full of sparks. Necromancy again. I do really want Lifesteal, but it can wait. Increasing the rarity on our Necromancy will be better in the long run. Look at our army of summons! Ah, there we go. Let's see where Chain Lightning... This is where we're going to want Chain Lightning to go off. It needs to go off. We also need to get the heck out of here. Jeez. Holy cow. Summoners need to probably die if I can get to them. Oh yeah, immunity is good. We're just gonna go right for the summoner. There we go. The thing about I think those are the summoners. The thing about them is they will bring things back from the dead. And we want to stop that. Oh, are we at Banshee? Yeah, here they come. So here comes the Banshees. Here comes the Banshee. Oh, elite Banshee. Oh, gosh. Things were going so well. Come on. Come on, man. Yes. reroll. I need ravens. Soul Stealers. Okay. Soul Stealers are gonna make it so burst sparks off a lot more too. But it's not as good as the ravens. Oh. Can we use this, like, what is it at? Yeah, the 100 attacking spell. Just rocked him. Just rocked him so badly. Sprint? Yes? See what this vampire tooth is. Chance to heal on... Excuse me? Chance to heal 1 life on hit. Is that me hitting people, or... I'm gonna assume it's when I hit them. Make our life a little deeper. Heal me, children. Good golly, Miss Molly. Let's get out of here. No! I was trying to see. Who was this? Ah, yes. Bring them to me. We need inner peace. Inner peace is going to be a slow trickle of health. Very slow trickle of health, but... yeah. Learner's Emerald is summoning. Love it. Increasing that summoning attack is so spooky good. Boots. Alright, let's deal with the summoner. I hope this game has a beastry. I haven't been able to find one, but if they don't have one yet, I really hope they add one. Because it'd be nice to kind of like get an idea of what we're fighting. Add more to that lore.
The scales do not lie.
They do not indeed lie. You know what? Let's go for increased damage. Oh, we gotta drop stuff. Okay, we're gonna drop gray items. Gray items are just... useless. Even for our other heroes, we have a lot of elite and better items. We probably don't need a whole bunch of useless junk. Increasing that spell area. No! Good golly. Why are you doing this to me, you banshees? I thought we had a deal. This wasn't a part of the plan. A well would be really nice. Too. The opposite of nice. Ah, you know, that's good. That's good. Protection. Oh, okay, so it's the shields. Shieldies, mixed shields. Ooh. What is that? Heal on level up. Oh, curing plate of ignoring. Heal on level up. Reroll dice, banish dice, alter dice. We do lose out on our spell duration. But it is a level up.
In the face of
Especially for healing. For the healing parts, it's going to be great. Okay, is this heal, regenerations, and life steals? Nice. Is that working with our toothy McTooth? Good God. I need more chain lightning. Give me more of that chain lightning, guys. Amulet of magic, it's probably not good for us right now. Ooh, no. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this shield. Shield down, mostly because it has a really good range for its dashy attack. Ooh, item.
The stormy weather outside is just splendid today.
I
Not to
agree.
brag. Shame you're stuck in here. Well, let me help you zap out of it.
What do you got? What do you got? Move faster. Love it. Lightning bolt. Whenever you traverse a certain distance, lightning bolt. Reroll. Yeah, you know what? Spell speeds increasing would be a good idea. So we could get more chain lightning firing up would be great. I should have saved this for like Dracula. We're a few minutes away from Dracula. Depths increased. Forge armor? Bring him! Bring them to me! Oh crap! The only good thing about this right now is they're not like the hardest things to kill, but we'll be able to get a lot of summon skeletons out of this. I need more chain lightning. Ooh, increase on attack damage. Oh, the leprechaun. Catch the shoe. Gain more rare items. Oh, that's just... Okay, there's something wrong about getting this right. Again, I'm new to this game, so some of these things are just like, is this a good thing? Should I not? Get 'em, my skeletons! Alright, we gotta get this elite archer. because it's going to be really problematic as we try to survive. Oh, crap! My skeletons, get the vampire, not the other skeletons. I don't need you fighting the skeletons for me. I can fight the skeletons. Get them, my friends. Get them. I need to be careful with my dashes, because this is one of those fights where you want to use your dashes at the appropriate times, and that's when dealing with the very involved vampire. Woo hoo 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 hoo. Yeah, I mean necromancy. Like, I would have rather picked up something a little bit different. But the necromancy is what is going to do our big hit. No! No touch! You're not allowed to touch this. Ah, got me. The son of a bitch got me. We're so far away from a level up too. So far away from a level up. We might be able to get some health here with our vampire tooth. No! Why is none of my things triggering? I have so many things that should be triggering. No. Good golly, Miss Lolly. You know what? You know what? Baron von Dracula?
I'm rubber and you're on fire!
We were doing so good! We were doing so good. That was a good run. There were things that there were things that I would have liked to have had. That would have been better for us, but that was a good run. I'm not angry about that. Like, if we could do more of those, that'd be perfect. Heal on level up. Let's try this again. Let's sell some of these items. So many items. Let's go. Fourth run for the night. I'm confident. I feel confident. I feel good about it. Let's see what we get. We could be really screwed here, or we could really get a good run. We had components. Like, we did have components of a good run with that one. There was things I would have liked to have gotten, and it wasn't that we didn't get the good gods. It was that we weren't getting the right items from the gods. Should have been doing more rerolls, I have a feeling, and banishing, but you know, it is what it is. We tried our best. All right, so this is a good start. Ravens are a good start. Lady Justice would be perfect. Lightning, chain lightning, I would love that again. Like, I feel like it wasn't as explosive when we were fighting the vampire.
A glimpse of the infinite.
Let's go. We're gonna use time. Time is good. Time has some good choices and has some good summoner choices. Because this run, much like the last run, we are going deep in summoning. Get killed. Oh, we need more dashes. No tomb.
Death used to be impartial in his duty.
Thank you.
Mort was always too attached to life. So I expected she would be the one to defy the law. Yet, here we are.
Of course, here we are. All right. Yeah. We're gonna go heavy on healing and heavy on summoning. Anything to keep us alive so our summons have a chance to do their worst. If I could get one, I don't know if it's an option or if it's an item or anything like that. If we could get one more dash, like 3 dashes, that'd be powerful. Dash cooldowns would be good too. Get killed. No, we gotta get the necromancy. Lifelink would have been good. Necromancy upgraded it right out the bag is a good thing here. More time with skellies. As you saw, if you were here for the Dracula fight, we were doing really well with our summons, and we didn't have enough stuff. Dash cooldown, heal life. Oh, dash cooldown. That is good. Mineral springs will take, because I want to increase our... I would have loved to have been able to get a powered up Raven, but that's fine. Or lifesteal, I mean. We are doing okay, I feel like. Okay, so kind of okay here so far. We're gonna leave that power orb for now. Kind of hanging around it because I want to use it, but I don't want to use it right now. These guys, they're too small.
A world without death.
How interesting that would be. Yeah, more necromancy. Okay, this is where we're going to use the power orb. So once these slimes start showing up, we'll Like when they start really showing up, we'll grab it. There we go. Get ourselves out of the middle. We don't have a great crowd control outside of our summoning creatures, so
All sins
having the
lay
higher
bare.
damage is going to be it. You know what? That's your dash gives you reduced attack movement penalty for a limited time. Let's get reprisal. Celestial Wings is good, but because of what we're planning on doing, it's like I'm not needing to attack a bunch if I don't want to. Okay, let's go north. Hey, Scatty Tunes, how are you doing? Hey, it's the summoner. Summoner
Balance the
versus
scale.
summoner. Inner Peace. The concentration would have been a good pick, but getting Inner Peace early so we can start strengthening Inner Peace quicker is going to be a better outcome for us. Inner Peace is a slow trickle of life heal. So having it on the board early is great. If I re-roll this, will they still be master? I doubt it. Gain more experience. We have healing attached to experience and level ups, so gaining more experience is probably a good thing. Probably. Who knows? Oh, I think we're gonna have to grab that lifelink no matter what. Lifelink's doing two things for us. It would heal us, but also do damage on dash. Which damaging on dash helps somewhat with crowd control. Yeah, we'll take it. We don't have a ton of spells. Oh boy. Goodbye, summoner.
Justice.
I'm gonna re-roll. Ooh. Ooh. We'll grab Vortex. Wisdom would have been a good pick there too. Vortex is a nice way of getting large groups of enemies off our tail. Because when we dash, we leave a little tiny vortex and they get sucked into that, which is really helpful for keeping control of all the enemies. We can kind of manipulate how the field moves with the vortexes.
Justice shall be
Which
done.
would be great when we were fighting the vampire, because when the vampire is coming after us, we want divine shield. We want the vampire's skeletons to be dealt with. So then our skeletons have a chance to deal with him. Ravens! We're just gonna grab ravens. check out the shoes. Nothing of value for us. I'm not gonna dig up a grave. I don't feel like getting the luck down that could possibly bring. I want to avoid losing percentages in any of our stats, so is the well okay, the mineral spring. The mineral spring is the one that I'm okay with getting. The well we need to save if we don't need it. Holy moly. More luck. So, I said this last week. I'm going to spend... Because we're going to spend a lot of time into this game trying to get death and getting him dead at least once. The goal is to defeat death at least once with one of the characters. So if we're able to do that, I'll be happy. Necromancy. So like I said last week when we were playing this, I might have to do I'm gonna probably do some research. One of the things I want to research is time and see how time influences the enemy spawning. If I know at 10 minutes a certain enemy's coming, gives me more chance to prepare and make sure I'm all set up for the fight, or at least in an area that I feel comfortable with. And much like when we were dealing with the slimes, we were kind of hovering around that plus 100 deal. We'll grab Vortex. I need a better cooldown on our dash. That would be ideal.
You have an
Hey, time! What do you got for me? Reroll? Ooh. Do we go master on wisdom? Or do we go vortex? Let's go master on wisdom. Vortex is doing a thing. Never mind. Things turned out. Okay, there's our well. We're not gonna grab the well. We don't need it. But so this is where, if knowing our time frames, so let's say the gold shield attack shows up at a certain time, or the banshee raid shows up at like 11 minutes, I would probably hang out around this well to kind of just leave ourselves this option of drawing from it. I want to see what else we got. Ravens. More ravens, please. Time is doing it for me. Time is doing a lot of work. I'm still not 1,000 like super confident, but I'm more confident. Alright, I'm just gonna grab the well. We're gonna leave. Necromancer's gonna show up pretty soon here, I think. Yeah, more wisdom. the more we level up, the more we're going to be able to get really good, all our really good spells set up. Skeletons! Oh, okay, so I misunderstood the summoners. The summoners are not bringing people back from the dead. They're just summoning skeletons. I always see them summoning skeletons in the midst of large crowds, so I'm always like, oh, they're bringing things back from the ground. Yeah. Ravens. Okay, we got the icy hots. Again, this is the kind of stuff that Vortex is gonna help us with. But I need my summons to get in there. I'm weak as a straight on fighter, but my summon creatures are gonna be able to do work if they could get in there. The vortex is like saving us so much pain. It's saving us so much pain. Alright, we can just kind of get in the middle. Kill the summoner. Try to find our way out. I mean, that's nice. Who we got? Lady Justice. I'm gonna banish Merciful Strike. We're gonna get the shield. I'm hoping we could get more of our health regeneration stuff going. Okay, here comes the Banshees. The Banshees! The Banshees! Not too bad. You know what time? Bring it. Show me what you got. Vortex? Perfect. I will take Vortex. It is working so well for me. Okay, can we find something like a well? A well would be great. Alright, well there's a necromancer. Necromancer is fine. Yeah. We have so many healing elements going on. Purification would be good. Necromancer, what do you say? Okay, I'm backing off, man. I'm backing off. I thought you wanted that smoke, but apparently not. You know, there we go. Whoo. Divine Shield looks really good right now, but what do we get? Ah, we're keeping the Vampire Tooth. The Vampire Tooth. It's where it's at. Okay, subscribers, you'll be sticking around in 5 minutes when the ads go up. Followers and non-followers. Ads will be running in about 5 minutes, just a heads up. If anything dramatic comes up or we're about to defeat the Dracula or whatever, I will pause it so you guys don't miss out. But for the most part, we are just going to be playing through, just kind of hitting things, leveling up, all that kind of stuff. Gold! There's gold! Yeah, that is good. Inner peace. Okay, increased armor is decent. We're only grabbing it because it was a master. And it would be nice to have better armor as we move forward. I don't know what's going to happen after Dracula, if we even pass Dracula. So I need to start thinking about what that's going to look like. Yeah, you know what? Increase that reprisal, babe. We've only been able to get to Dracula, so we are not fully aware of what's at the end, the next level. So I'm not sure how we want to set up stuff in the future, or if this build even is going to be a worthwhile build. Like, for now, I think it's been pretty decent. Gain movement speed. This will help us get away. Reroll this. Yes. Okay, are we at the shields? Yeah, we're at the shields. So this is when the shields kind of gain up on us. We have a gold shield that has a really long dash. It's not the worst, but it can get overwhelming. Vortex is helping out a lot.
Without Time's hourglass, we would not be able to assist you here.
Lady Justice, what do you got? Okay. I'm going in. I mean, if I'm not going to get a healing item or spell, then spells that help us increase our armor just as good. Okay, we're out. More heals! Oh my gosh. Okay. Oof. Good golly, Miss Molly. That was a lot. I'm gonna get rid of this. Your attacks becomes enemies you hit shoot out experience shards behind them. Okay, we're heading up to vampire time. I'm gonna use this empowered, just so we don't get heavily overwhelmed. Let's head north. breaking things as we run around. We got things. Ooh. This does look like a good place to drop stuff. Get him, my children! Oh, shoot. Okay, I feel like the Dracula is about to show up. I wish I saw what I picked. I'm trying to find maybe a well. I'm so thankful that we're able to heal so much. Attack area. Okay, we're gonna see if this setup pays off. I do want to get that elite skeleton archer. Oh good, he's dead. Because that would have been a freaking nightmare. Dracula is not harmed or affected by our vortex, it seems. I didn't expect him to be affected by the vortex. Oh shit! Oh my god, that Dracula! Yes! Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Let's pick up this shit and see what he got. Seeker Aquamarine of Magic. We'll keep that for one of our other friends. Pickup drops. Master lockpicking required. Do I want... you know what? 4, 3, 2, 1. Why is that timer going off? Inner piece. Whoa! Oh, so Dracula is like the end game? I did not know. Defeat the Baron. So much for Dracula. Oh, oh boy. So, okay. So here's my question. Is Dracula the end game? Is there more levels? So Avron, how you find goddess of penance? You know of her? I dumber than I look? Smarter, I mean say. I travel a lot nightly. I travel a lot night, knowing worldly knowledge. You know you don't look that dumb. No need to lie. Oh, jeez. He's really down on himself there. The Sigil of the Garden, you gain plus 18 armor for every 3 damage. Oh, that is not bad. Okay, so we've beat Dracula. What does that do? Like, the sigil of the Guardian. Dash. You can dash. So oh right, this game is in early access, by the way. That would explain why we can't fight death yet. Okay, so we're gonna say that Dracula is our end game. Chains of War, yes. I like Chains of War. But just in case, we'll do one more run with our knight. This will be our last run for the night too, because my headache is raging. I'm happy. Like that was a really good build, and that's kind of why I wanted the summoner build. It just is really powerful. Stronger and have a chance to trigger additional things. Your spell seed and cooldowns are faster. Yes. Having summoner is just so good. Like being able to have all those things coming in and swarming Dracula for us really is great, because one of the things I was doing that was so important when it comes to fighting Dracula is it was interrupting some of his attacks and some of his big spells. So I didn't have to use my dash as often towards the end there, because my skellies would interrupt them.
The god of lightning.
Which is absolutely great. Let's do reprisal. Skeleton, what do you got? So I guess the next one we go for is going to be the wizard, or the sorceress, I mean. So that's what we're going to do on Wednesday. We'll do our sorceress runs and try to take down the good old Dracula. And I'll probably change that in my title screens and stuff, that Dracula is who we're downing. Not death. Not yet. Celestial wings. Let's reroll this. Inner peace, please. Let's start early on inner peace.
Isn't this over already? Choose path, hero.
I think I'm okay with this. Yeah. The fates have decent enough pickups or spells and stuff. They're not my favorite when it comes to offerings, but the right ones can be pretty healthy and helpful. Helpful is what I meant, not healthy. Attack damage. I'm looking for whatever we can find. I won't. You know what? A tomb's not a grave. We could open a tomb. I don't think you get penalties for tombs. You get penalties for grave. We're gonna be a whirling powerhouse of change. Is that a rabbit? Wait. We get more dashes! Bam! Only for a little bit, but you know what I was saying, 3 dashes is powerful. Because as one's cooling down, you're left with at least one in the chamber. If we could get, if +1 dash is a thing, I would love that. Sprint, vigor, attack faster. We're gonna be in your face knight for this run. Though we're still in the summoning deal with our sword. It's not ideal. The sword is not really decent if I'm not doing summoner. If we're doing summoner, it's great. That's kind of one of the things I do like about this is instead of having a tree, a skill tree that we're building up on, we're taking in equipment, and we could take completely the wrong equipment to build. Like we're set up for summoning, not in your face stuff. But I think we can get this to work. Well, we dealt with slimes quick. Time to go look for things. Bloop, bloop, bloop. As you probably tell, I'm not taking this run as seriously as the last one. We did what we came out here to do. Right now, I'm more just... I'm seeing what we can be doing. Yes. A purification is a good thing. We will take that. Okay. What are you going to be? Shields. Alright. Gather around. Try to fight me. You know what? Time was a really good pick in the last run. I gotta say, I was kind of down on Time's offerings, but holy cow, man. It actually worked out really well. Okay, no grave. I'd rather our luck not be messed up. So digging up graves will result with nothing, or you will find something, or you'll find something and get cursed. And the curse is usually a luck down. Again, still new to this game, so I don't know exactly all the options there. Chain of War. Yeah, let's change the war. Next time we'll get the barrier option. Well, oh well. This is Change the War's doing it for me. My goal is to become a blender. That's what we're trying to do. Is that? Oh, that's medium. A fast-moving blender. Yeah. We're just smacking people with some chains. Doo, 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 doo. The worst time to get ear itches is when things are happening on screen. Or just grab the well. We didn't need it. Just take a sip. Didn't even finish it all. Let's grab it. We're fine. More experience. Are we already getting to the deal? Your dash damage and knockback enemies. Ooh, I like that. All right, this is something we do. This makes it so barriers are weaker against our attacks. Barrier is that blue sauce, or that blue, not blue sauce, that blue health that you will see in some of the enemies. It's like a shield before the health. And it's a little bit stronger than just a health pool. So being able to break through the barrier quicker or more efficiently is actually pretty good. Inner peace. We all want some inner peace. My fear is very low. We're actually doing decently. I wonder what the Dracula thing was about. We defeated Dracula. Was there... Do we get something out of it? It says we got wings. So many chains. This is why I love. We're a blender. We're gonna find more things to get. Chains of war. Okay, there is the Banshee Elite. We got about our halfway through. Spell critical chance. I would say yes.
Let the lady write her judgment.
We're high on the spell.
While we spill it in blood.
Okay, man. Warpack. Wait. I thought we got Warpack. No. We got Rampaging Strike. Warpack, yes. Okay, what is Rampaging Strike? What? Your attacks become stronger and knock back enemies. Did I do a classic, I clicked the wrong button again? There we go. I tend to do that. Especially when I'm playing a little more casually. The mistakes happen far more. Bring it, Crom. What do you got? You know what? I'm going full chains. This is the blender run. Darkness Calls, lose max life, gain attack damage, slower spell cooldowns, and spell damage. I don't want any of this. Damage against enemies below 50 is above 50. Okay. None of those seemed appetizing. At least not right now. Not for this. Not for the old blender run. So, seeing that death is the... This isn't early access. So, seeing that death is not the one that we're after, it's the vampire. Or Dracula. I think we will attempt to get a Dracula win for every character. I feel like that's doable. Totally feel like it's doable.
There is only one.
Crom! Your attack You gain attack speed for each ruptured enemy. Enemies hit by your attack shoot out rupturing shurikens. Yeah, let's do this. These can be used as crowd control. The shuriken stuff. Alright, we're hanging around here for the necromancer. So then we'll grab the stone of power and use the stone of power against the necromantic attacks. Or slimies. One of those things are gonna happen. Oh gosh. We might use it for the slimes, but you know what? We're holding out. We're holding it together. Oh, blender mode. I like Chains of War. Chains of War is fun. It's one of those like abilities that are just kind of silly because you do turn yourself into like a really big blender. Do I reroll? No, let's see if we can find somebody else. You know what? Damaging charge is good. What's that? Tomb? Our items are just not interested in items right now. I'm just interested in destroying things. Destroying things I don't understand. Ah, Banshee! This game needs a beastery. I need to know if those are actually banshees. They look like banshees. They look like the banshee creatures from Age of Sigmar, those from the Nightgrave. Nighthawk, I mean. There's like banshee-like creatures that are characters that also have little daggers all the time. Shurikens? I don't know why, how, you know, I don't even know how we're surviving this long, but we are. Purification. We're doing a decent job. It's one of those classic runs where we don't try and we win. Again, the main reason I'm staying here is for the necromancer. I want to use the stone of power on him. And I'm also going to just wait until he gets a little bit... Yeah, that's... Good enough. You just gotta find him. He's a slippery fella. No, don't leave. Thank you. Either don't leave or just die. Inner peace. Magical amulet. No. The good thing is, if we do run into items now that help us increase our general attacks, I will be grabbing those and equipping them, because we do have a few items in our pool that are designed mostly for summoning in mind, namely our sword. Though our sword's decent. It's decent enough to keep. Where are we at? Do I keep hanging around the Stone of Power for the next cage fight? The next cage fight is going to be against the shields. Get our luck. I don't want blades anymore. I'll grab the war pack. I'm kind of set up for close and personal. Blades are more like these random blades that are slinging out around us. Oh. I have time to come over here. It's bonfire. A bonfire! Okay, let's get the summoner. Get back here, summoner! Oh, big guys! Big guys with hammers! Oh, I don't want to use the stone of power on this, but I might have to. Somebody sound like they're opening up a gold one. Well, let's get rid of concentration. Inner peace. Everybody needs inner peace. I'm gonna keep saying that. Oh my gosh, we're going to make it after all. Come on. Where's my chains? Alright, once we see the gold shield, we'll grab that stone. There it is. Divine Shield. Yeah, we just need to put the pressure on it. It doesn't help when it leaves. Come back here. Oh, it's so anticlimactic. It's not that the gold shield is like super challenging or anything. It's more just a nuisance, especially as the walls close. I just didn't want to deal with it. Chain lightning, is that worth it? I feel like it is. We do need some sort of crowd control fighting Dracula. So chain lightning is there, and we could call this the chain mode. We have chains, or war chains, chain lightning. God, so many chains. More chains than a Home Depot. Right, we don't need to stick around this orb. We could go find somewhere else. More items. Ooh, that's a cool item. Attack speed. Our chain lightning is dependent on our attack, so increased attack speed is good. And I think our war chains are dependent on our attack too. Your attacks hits have a 15 chance to recharge a dash. Was it 13 or 15? I can't read that. It doesn't matter. I think we're okay. Those guys clattering armor sounds like a Coke being opened. Oh no! Now we get to test our crowd control. It's suitable. Like it's working. Get them. Nothing good. Yeah, why not? Make our feet happy and fast. I'm so unbothered. There's our Dracula. He a good boy. He out here doing his best. Mama raised a nice little Dracula boy. Okay, let's see if we have the skills to pay these bills. I don't think we do. Oh gosh. Almost on that dumb archer. We do have the summons who are going to help us a little bit with Dracula. Just not going to be a big element in our battle. I do want this thing dead though. Oh gosh, okay, he's dead. Dracula, why? I'm here to talk about our children. The skeletons are helpful. Don't look a gift skeleton in the mouth. Oh gosh, Drax. Need to get away. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Okay. Back to the summoning. That's cool. Oh, crap! Crap! Jeez. Oh, jeez! Dracula! Come on! For a lazy run, that went surprisingly well. But, yeah, that went well for the lazy run. This will help us figure out the Baron's weakness. Will it? Like, okay, so we have Dracula's wing. Do we need anything else? I think so. Dracula is the thing. Get our fresh air. Check out our snowman. Nice. All right. But I think that is it for us for tonight. We were able to defeat Dracula. Dracula seems to be the big boss in the early access at this moment. I'll have to check a roadmap, see what they're going to be adding in the future. We could talk about that on Look Up. Choose realm and difficulty. There's no stages yet. Oh. Ooh, okay, so we could change difficulties. Additionally, no extra point increases. Additionally, each point increases the stats of all death's minions. Okay. We can't change select stages yet. But we can modify how the game is played. So this is a way to increase difficulty or rarity of items. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so this is where we're going to end it though for tonight. When we come back on Wednesday,